Vermont Congressman Peter Welch is warning lawmakers back home the new Republican majority in Congress is dead serious about scrapping Obamacare. But Welch says he has no idea what, if anything, will replace it.
My job, Patrick's job, Bernie's job, is to defend the progress that's been made. My view is that everybody should
Addressing members of the House and Senate this morning in Montpelier on the financial uncertainties that Vermont and many other states could soon face. The warning comes as Welch returns to Washington for Friday's inauguration, which, unlike scores of his fellow Democrats, Welch plans to attend.
Well, I'll be attending, but I certainly understand it. I mean, it's really astonishing how provocative Mr. Trump has been. Usually after an election, you try to bring people together and not get in Twitter fights. But the election in the inauguration is fundamentally about the peaceful transfer of power, and it's my job, so I believe I should be there and I will be there. I won't be celebrating, but I'll be there.
This will be the third president under which you've served in Congress. How is the mood in the Capitol different this time?
Well, people, frankly, on both sides are pretty astonished that Donald Trump won. The Republicans are delighted, the Democrats are not. But none of us had any experience with a campaign quite like what we saw this year, and where a candidate was saying things about Hispanics, about Muslims, about women. In the past, that would be a disqualifier. And I think a lot of the members on both sides of the aisle were really pretty amazed that despite that, Trump won the Electoral College. But, you know, the fact is, none of us really know how it's going to be. And the way President-elect Trump is acting with his active Twitter account is a whole new way, and his popularity is down, not up, which is unique. You know, George Bush was 62, Barack Obama was at 82 at this point. So it's going to be a real adjustment for all of us, but our responsibility is the same, is to try to make progress for the American people.
You were here at the Vermont State House trying to brief lawmakers on what might be coming in terms of healthcare funding, in terms of lake funding, and you don't have a lot of answers.
Well, I don't, especially on health care, because the plan that they can execute with the votes they have in the House, Senate, and with the President is to repeal the Affordable Care Act, called Obamacare. And that would have very devastating impacts on a lot of people, our small hospitals, all our hospitals really, and there's no replacement plan. So that's a very dicey situation that Vermont is in, and really the whole country is in. Will they have a replacement?
Well, the president has said that they have a plan. They're finalizing a plan.
Well, he said that, and we haven't seen it.
So as we begin a new administration, is it your sense that bipartisanship is likely lost for another 2, maybe 4 years? Well,
it's going to be tough. You know, in the past, I've been able to work with Republicans, and I need them because they're the majority, and I'm not. But they needed some Democratic validation if they wanted to get a presidential signature. So there was a mutual dependence to some extent. And now a lot of my Republican colleagues have to make a decision. And a lot of them are going to want to work with me and others. But some on their party may think that, hey, we've got the House, we've got the Senate, we've got the presidency. We don't need to listen to the other side. And I hope that doesn't happen, because the mistake a lot of us make when we get one-party rule is overreach. And that's the danger that some of my, I think, wise Republican colleagues know lurks out there for them, so they don't want to go overboard.